Right, oh shit. Hopefully we should be live. Hit microphone on the way out. We actually are live as well. So yes, today actually I'm covering, once again, another show that has already premiered in the spring season of anime. At this point in time, seasons tend to mesh into one, so if I remember where I am at this point in the year, it's like, where am I? Oh, it's April, isn't it? So yes, today we actually on episode 2 of Spy X Family, which by all accounts was fucking brilliant. I must admit, there's no way of beating around the bush that this show is, by all accounts, probably like up there with amazing first episodes. It had everything. It had everything we needed. It brought their A game, and yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I fear joint productions because Darling the Fran was a steaming dumpster fire, but at the same time, I have mild hope that Wit and Cloverworks do an amazing job with this show, because there's not really anything in this show so far that make me go, what about that, bro? What's going on here? Gotta stop that shit. So there is that to actually look forward to. And yeah, I mean, overall the plot's amazing because it does actually have a very intriguing plot, kind of paired with an amazing world, but also has a very kind of like sentimental, like familial drama underneath, and it actually is kind of cute in a way. I like it a lot. It's kind of cute. So yeah, I mean, can't wait for more. Want to see what else they do, and actually whether or not they do in theory even improve upon episode 1. If they do that, holy shit, we might be sucked into a black hole somewhere. I don't fucking know at this point. the weekends in anime are like the anomalies of all animes, because it's like, why is every single show so fucking good? But here we are. So anyway, it's actually put on Twitter, actually gone live. I have no idea if I'm speaking quietly or not. My voice sounds a little bit like I'm being a bit quieter than usual. So, watching Spy X Family. Yes, we're good to go. I had a moment, my brain just stopped, like, wait a minute, what am I doing? Alright, let's put that there. Right, righty ho, neighborino. That's going to show on the road. Start this thing in 3, 2, 1. Let's start this thing absolutely now. Yes. What's up with the opening? That's not what I was expecting, but that's kind of cool. I liked how they kind of played with the whole like idea of it being like this spy espionage thing, and it kind of cuts into this really cute opening. That's kind of good. I like that shit. I like that shit a lot. Do more of that shit, alright? Do more of that shit. So yeah, I mean, again, every time will tell whether or not the show does in theory succeed correctly. I mean, it's already like top 5 amount at the moment, so it's kind of really weird to me, but it's doing an amazing job thus far. I've got to admit, it's not really anything I can honestly say that does raising alarm bells. I mean, alarm bell I can probably say it's actually present is Cloverworks, but it did kind of do. It did some show last season, didn't they? That was good, I think. My Dress Up Darling, that's it. There was one show last season that was really good by them. I do actually kind of like how they do mesh both plots together, though, because it's actually kind of cool how they do kind of interweave the idea of it being like, hello, thank you for coming back as well, thank you. Hope you're doing well again. Hope you're doing well. Honestly, what the fuck? What is so like 10 out of 10? Was it a wise choice? It's gonna secure a wife. Life's age-old problem. Best girl. Best girl. Best girl. Best girl. Best girl. Best girl. Best girl right here. Yes, we've all been waiting to see your animated. I'm so glad I've actually now seen your as well. Damn, 27 years old already, Spy. Fucking hell. 25 and just vibing. It's a very like casual reaction to someone getting arrested for possibly being a spy. It's like, fuck that, I guess. That's hilarious. It's like, I don't know, is it? Yeah, I was going on my door. I mean, they actually have an amazing job of you so far, I've got to admit. An amazing job of you. I wasn't expecting anything different, to be honest, because I was like, they got to give Best Girl justice. And they did. Wouldn't you fucking know? I also got to admit that the actual casting choices for the voice actors actresses are amazing as well. Like, it's like, I couldn't think of anyone better, to be honest. Damn. So half the episode actually is secure a wife, and the other half is secure a date. Is that fucking Is that fucking what's his? Is that a Bacchio? See, it actually does go back to the whole entire idea. Like, Spike speaking from Cowboy Bebop actually had it right. Like, there is no man in the history of the universe that understands men better. We all like a girl who can actually kick her ass. That's the creed. Now, see, that's the thing. In life, you just need someone that actually can. You need a bit of danger, don't you? Predating an assassin might be a bad idea, but who knows? Gosh damn. It's not a great time to have an existential crisis where it's about 10 bodies on the floor. It's not the greatest of all times, but I digress. Do they keep that in city halls? See, I have no idea why my screen shakes whenever I laugh. In all honesty, I kind of want to see Spy Wars. She's she's basically like us when Goku asked for last spirit during a spirit bomb. It's one of those things. Truly did live the childhood of childhoods if you actually gave up energy to Goku when he asked for the spirit bomb against Majin Buu. She gets it. She gets it. So wait a minute, the puppet person actually just walked through the fucking door. What the fuck, mate? How's that happen? To be honest, I'm actually kind of thinking about this, like, because you're a guy defeat Lloyd in a battle of wits. Kind of thinking about that now. This is what Kaiga summed up about a minute ago. Scandalous. Scandalous. I love how she like she I love how Anya's like, oh my god, immediate danger, holy fuck. So my parents will inadvertently probably kill someone at some point. But holy shit, that's kinda cool. She's really adorable in the anime as well, old Yor. Anya's great. For some reason, actually, like you know how it kind of feels like a lot of the feelings and emotions that characters exhibit tend to be false because it's Matt. It kind of feels like they're trying so hard to make it seem like understand how these people would work, and it comes off it being comes off as it being a bit more fake. But I feel like every single character thus far kind of exhibits how they would actually act, and actually kind of does feel really genuine to an extent as well. Mission secure a wife was, I guess, a success. Man's got to do an espionage action game 1 minute and then be very ready for his party the next. This is with those memes of the people being like, had to be at the party like 8, but didn't have enough time to actually change out my work gear. No, no, it's just something even worse, I guess. Honestly, I actually kind of think Lloyd actually does give Solid Snake a run for his money. To be honest, is that a pun? It's not so much of being like toyed with, but just a more or less like banned spy. He probably just burst through the door somehow, won't he? That's the best thing to do if you actually burst through a window. Even though it's kind of like the worst thing to do, but you know, it's kind of cool. Oh shit! It's a dumb dude. It's a dumb dude. just, just Freudian slip just then. Kind of like it's just like I mean, what if no one was here at the end of it all, but they want actually no one to find out, would they? It's like, oh no. Come on, he's got like burst through the door somehow. It just could be like, told you. It's like that's like hello, hello. That's like the best way to get out of this whole entire scenario. It's like, yeah, by the way, we just had a really bad like scenario with with this whole entire thing. Don't worry about it. Look, it's blood. Damn, the jealousy though. The jealousy is getting. It's happening. It's seething. I love how he's kind of skipped the entire thing as well. He just kind of skipped like walked in there and went, "Yo, so I'm your kind of husband." It's like, shit. This is not the worst thing to do. See, they're already kind of like together pretty much. Yeah, it's not meant to be kind of like legitimate. I guess it's kind of like the thing this show does do quite well. That kind of does, in theory, explore the idea that even though it's fiction, which is kind of a pun, um, it does to a degree always feel genuine towards like how they act. They act like a couple, they act like a family as well. Even though it's been one episode, you kind of feel like it's more of a dynamic than most romance shows. Most most like most roundabout way of explaining it. Like, yeah, pretty much. It's interesting. It is interesting how this whole entire thing kind of It's interesting how much this whole entire thing's progressed in the space of like 25 minutes, though. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, I understand. I'm making a joke out of it because it's one of those things that you understand that he has 40 hours to find a wife and everything like that. But it's kind of great how much everything just progressed in 25 minutes. In a weird way, they're married. In a weird way, in a kind of very roundabout way, I guess. It's kind of the best way to describe it, in a very roundabout way. Yeah, so I think, if I remember correctly, I got to the interview, not the interview, I got to the school when I read it in the manga series. Because I'm trying to remember where I got to, I think I read up to that point. Might have read a bit further, but I can't really remember. How the fuck do you change this? That's better. So anyway, yeah. So again, by all accounts, the show was just pretty fucking good again. Again, there's nothing so far in this show that makes me kind of question anything, really. I mean, it's pretty much pitch perfect. The show's pitch perfect. The casting's amazing. The way they bring to life every kind of character is amazing as well. It was a pretty amazing proposal in the end as well. Like, in essence, I mean, yeah, in the end, you don't need a diamond to propose to someone. You actually have a grenade pin as well. Granted, yes, maybe a grenade pin might in theory be kind of a bit of a jump, but it's still a ring. In the end, it's still a ring. That's what happens. Yeah, I mean, again, it'd be one of those ones that time will tell whether or not this show does in theory hit the landing, or stick landing, I guess. But what it's done some really great things. It's already set a dynamic up between Yor and Lloyd. That's one of the things that this show does amazingly. Like, it's meant to be fictitious because it's more or less because they have to it's more or less for the sake of something. But at the same time, what the show does in theory actually do is, within that 25 minutes, they've already like established an entire dynamic with the characters, and it's actually kind of amazing how the show does in theory do it. It is my pleasure. Doi dashimashite. It's one of those things that, in that space of time, they've already done an amazing job actually kind of giving us a dynamic that you don't really see in the space of 25 episodes in most of the shows. And it's kind of amazing how this show has done it in the space we've actually been given. And yeah, I mean, now going forward, Anya's got a mother to a degree, and now they've actually now Lloyd's got a wife to a degree. It'd be interesting to see how that does in theory develop, because again, there's always this idea that once the mission ends, finito, as they say, I guess that's actually something people say years ago. But at the same time, it doesn't really feel like that at all. Like, it kind of feels like it more or less kind of plays with the perception that once the mission's over, everything goes to normal. But as we've seen in other shows and other movies and other mediums, it never does. It always continues on for the rest of the time. So it'd be great to see what it does in theory do in that regard. And yeah, I mean, animation, amazing as well. The opening was great. I just can't stress enough how amazing the opening was. It was just one of those things that once again plays with the perception of the spy genre, like in essence meshing the idea of the spy with the family, which is on point because it's called Spy X Family. But I like that because it's one of those things that it starts off as a spy opening, like, oh shit, this is kind of cool, and it kind of goes straight into the family part, then kind of goes back to the actual spy part. And it kind of does, in theory, tell us at that point how the show does, in theory, then deal with the idea of the spy and the family. How it actually weaves it together in the perfect way that it doesn't really feel like one's overpowering the other. They all kind of complement each other. That's actually kind of the best thing the show does do as well. And in essence, nothing overpowers one other thing. It always kind of complements each other, and it's really important for a show like this. So yeah, really, all in all, can't wait to see what else this show does in Dairy Do. So for all that said, I've indeed been the driver. So as always, leave a like on YouTube, does help quite a bit. Leave a sub on YouTube as well, both help quite a bit also. If you have then enjoyed the entire stream, leave a follow on Twitter and on Twitch as well. Twitter tells you when the streams are live and any other streams I do as well. Twitch will allow you to see the streams live and any other streams I do as well. It has been my pleasure. Thank you so much for actually being here as well. Thank you so much. Until next episode 3 of Spike's Family. I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.